All right, and at 483 is Muddy Waters, simply titled The Anthology. If that doesn't tell a story, I don't know what will. This album is 2 hours and 27 minutes, released in August 28th of 2001. That is 18 years after he's passed. 2001, from Chess MCA Records, produced by Leonard Chess, released out of the US of A. What were your thoughts on Muddy Waters, Kyle, you blues guitarist aficionado?
Hey, it's Kyle. Just jumping in real quick to ask, do you approve this groove? Let us know in the comments. Give us a quick thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and join the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, like we talked about with John Mayer, I was raised on the blues. That was my dad's thing that he brought me up with. So this was interesting for me to listen to. The older blues style, especially the early part of his career, where it was mostly just him playing and singing, maybe with a bass in the background holding something down. I enjoyed listening through the progression of his career over these albums. Again, though, these anthologies are a bit much. Like, every multi-disc anthology album that we've had so far, I keep coming back to, like, I could have gotten the picture in one disc. Like, this could have been an email. Like, I enjoyed it. There wasn't a lot on here that I didn't like. I liked a lot of it. But at the same time, it kind of, like, I wrote down my favorite song and my least favorite song, and for both of them I just wrote down, I don't know, they kind of started to run together. Like,
Yes.
that was the big thing that I got out of it. I enjoyed the first disc, and I enjoyed even the later disc where it was more than just him playing and singing. It had, full band, and there was much more going on, and you can even listen through and hear his band get tighter and better and more together as it goes through. And that was interesting. It was cool to listen to. Again, though, it was 2 hours and some odd minutes that I didn't need it to be that long. But it was good. It was good.
Yeah. Muddy Waters, born McKinley Morganfield, born in 1913 on a plantation outside of Mississippi. Says he grew up playing the guitar and harmonica, and like you said in the early recordings, that tracks. It's pretty much a solo endeavor. And that's one of the things that stuck out with me. I don't have the history with blues as you do, but the songs literally ran together for me. I had this on shuffle, and I could not tell where one ended and one started. Mm-hmm. I think it's important. You said it, I'll say it. I'm not reviewing the album or the music. This is just my experience listening to it. It all just blended together. So really none of them really stuck out to me. I'm interested what song was your favorite, because there's a lot of songs. What was your favorite?
I really didn't write one down.
No?
No, I mean, I had favorite and least favorite song written down, and by the end of it, I just wrote down, I don't know. They all ran together.
Oh, there you go.
Like that. I mean, that's literally, yeah, that's literally what I had written down here. It could have been all one long song, and it was a good song, but it was a super long one.
A super long song, 2.5 hours. Yeah. I think this is one of those that would probably fall into the most important categories. I mean, this is definitely a collection of Americana music that would go on to influence hundreds of artists moving forward. Interestingly, when Rolling Stone released their first rankings, this album was number 38 in 2003, and it has fallen to 483 Now, previously I mentioned that Phil Spector probably took the biggest fall. It appears that Muddy Waters actually did, because he was ranked some 30 or I forget exactly, a number of spots higher than Phil Spector was, which naturally begs the question, Kyle, did Muddy Waters kill a guy? Because I can't figure out why it would fall that far. I do know again that when they talk about what went into ranking, they brought in more contemporary artists to weigh in on some of this stuff. Um, so my only thought would be that with more contemporary artists, I mean, Billie Eilish was on the last panel that ranked the last rankings, and that's not to say that Billie Eilish is not a Muddy Waters fan. She very well could be. Um, I could see a reality where some of the contemporary artists or producers or music critics or whatever that were brought in just don't hold it in such high regard. So the album fell quite a bit. It doesn't mean it's not any less important. Um, did you rank this one?
I gave it a 3 again. I mean, I feel like if this had been a single disc, I would have given it at least a 4. But it's that's not to take
This
away
was
from
a
the it's not to take away from the music and the impact and the influence of the music. It's just my experience of listening to this anthology. It was
for all the reasons we just said, and if the if anyone's listening and they want to come for me for not doing this with fidelity, this was a too long didn't read anthology for me. Um, Again, I listened to it a couple times on shuffle, couldn't tell the difference, felt like I understood what it was. I moved on. Um, so I would give this one maybe a 2.5. And the reason for the half, I guess, is a respect sort of thing because I understand its importance. It just doesn't resonate with me. So that's what it is. That was the Muddy Waters Anthology.
Hey, thanks for watching. We'd love to know what you think of this album, so let us know in the comments. Do you approve this groove? And as always, a quick thumbs up helps a lot. Subscribe so you can see all 500 albums, and we'll see you on the next record.